Welcome back. So in this video, we are going to see how we are going to be able to install Cyberpanel manually. In the previous tutorials, I actually showed how you can install Cyberpanel using the Voter. Let me show this practically. Using the Voter one-click installer. Voter actually provided one-click installation for Cyberpanel on Ubuntu operating system. But in this video, we're going to see how we are going to only install Ubuntu. And by the way, we've done this in the previous video. I just want to show it again. In case you install just Ubuntu operating system, how are you going to install Cyberpanel manually on your Ubuntu, on your naked Ubuntu operating system, which we installed on our VPS? All right. Let's just assume that you only configured Ubuntu operating system on your VPS. How are you going to manually install Cyberpanel on it? So that's what we're going to see in this video. I remember from the previous video where we set up the VPS for installation of Cyberpanel manually, I asked you to choose only Ubuntu operating system. Where is Ubuntu? I asked you to choose only Ubuntu operating system, choose 22.04. All right, once you chose this, define the host name, choose your data location, also choose your storage infrastructure. And that's pretty much it. And once you're done, the normal will make sure you map your domain. You do your normal domain mapping, all right, after deploying your server on Ubuntu OS. Just make sure that you do your domain mapping properly. Then after your domain mapping, just come down and take your IP address. I also connect it or log in to your server command line via SSH. I'm going to show you just 2 lines of code. Normally, it was meant to be just 1 line of code, but I'm going to show you just 2 lines of code. All you got to do is just to update your operating system so that it's going to be compatible with the Cyberpanel installation script. And the next command you're going to run is for you to run the automated Cyberpanel installation script. And you're going to follow the on-screen instruction and you get everything set up within few minutes. All right, without wasting much time, let's first copy this IP address. But in your own case, you got to copy this IP address, the IP address that Voter gives to you. Then come to your socket. I've actually added this. You can add your IP address here. You can also add the root username. The username as root and the password. If I click this, I did this. The username is root, the password. I've added the password. So all I have to do is open this. And once I open it, you're going to see the difference between the one that we configure Cyberpanel automatically on and this particular one. If you look very close, you're going to see that there's nothing like Cyberpanel anything, or maybe Cyberpanel documentation and everything. Then when we are done with Cyberpanel, you're going to see that all those things that you pre-saw when we installed the Cyberpanel using one-click installation is going to appear at the end of the screen after this installation. So to get the necessary command to install Cyberpanel, we are going to just come to your web browser. And by the way, I'm also going to provide all these commands, all right? So you don't have to worry. Just come to your web browser and type Cyberpanel installation guide. Just type Cyberpanel installation guide. If you look at this, you can see that this one is showing 2021. It's better you choose the latest one. Let's open this one and know what is inside. So if you come down, you're going to see the installation requirement to run the automated script of Cyberpanel. You just need Ubuntu OS 22.04 or Cloud Linux 8. Then the RAM, 1 GB or higher. And in our case, we actually have, that should be like 2 GB that we have. We also have 1 GB and 1 CPU. All right, our storage is 50 GB NVMe. If you call, you see 10 GB space. Our one is even 5 times, all right? So our server is qualified to run Cyberpanel, to install Cyberpanel. If you come down, you see there are 2 licenses. The open license, to which you have the flexibility of installing unlimited domain, and the Cyberpanel enterprise license, where you can only install 1 domain. And if you want to add more domains, you're going to upgrade to a premium license. So without wasting more time, let's come down. So the first thing you go to do, see this first code, sudo app update. All right, just copy this first code, or you can copy everything, or you can just copy from there. They are the same thing. All right, it's just a command for you to update and upgrade your operating system so that your operating system will upgrade to the best packages, all right, so that it will be compatible for the automated installation of Cyberpanel script. All right, so let's go and run this first code on our command and update our operating system. And by the way, it's going to take some time. Just make sure that you have an internet connection and don't disconnect. Just allow the system to just run on its own. Once it is done, you're going to copy the second command. Then it will copy it down. So once you have this screen, just click on enter. It will continue. Then let's paste the last command. This is the automated command for the installation of Cyberpanel. Just click on enter. We're going to see some on-screen population and instruction, fetching of weather system, branch network. We're going to see some population, which we are going to be able to choose the ones that we're going to use or the ones that applies to us. So the first population that we see here is install Cyberpanel. That's what we want to do. We are not hesitating. Just choose number 1, enter. We want to install with open light speed, which we have the flexibility of hosting unlimited domains, all right? So just choose number 1. You can also choose number 2 if you want, but I prefer you choose number 1. And install full service. We want to install full service for Cyberpanel. Just type capital YES. Do you want to, the second instruction of population is, do you want to set up a remit MySQL database system? The answer is no, we don't want. And then press enter to continue with latest version or enter Cyberpanel specifics. All right, so if you type any of these, you're going to install, because there are different versions of Cyberpanel. You're going to install any of the versions. But if once you type enter, once you hit on enter, it's going to continue with the latest version. Do you want these are just add-ons? Yes, I want to install memcache, install Redis process. Yes. Would you like to? Yes, of course. With default, yes. Click on enter. And once there are basically like 3 extensions that you need to install. Once you just choose yes in the 3 of them, all right, and just allow the system to run. This system is going to take like 5 minutes, and I'm going to pause this and wait for the system to finish running and to continue. So this is what you're going to see when this finishes running. The normal link to our Cyberpanel, then the username admin, and the password that they generated for us. Let me copy this. You can visit this link. Let's see if this has propagated or if it's going to work. See advanced, click on advanced, proceed to accept. I remember I've also done my domain mapping. I can decide to I've done my domain mapping 193, 196. So it's the same IP address. So I can decide to log in with either my domain name or my IP address. Then let me type admin password. I pasted my password, sign in. Hey, we are inside our Cyberpanel once again. So these are the 2 possible ways you can install Cyberpanel. You can decide to use the one-click auto installer if the DPS provider that you're using is providing the option, just like the case of the Vota and OVH5. If you're working with these 2 platforms, it's going to be auto-given to you by the company, all right, by the DPS company. But if you're working with platforms like Contabo, OVH Cloud, you have to install this manually, and that is the reason why I had to make this video, so that I can accommodate those who are working with Contabo, because I actually directed you to go with Contabo in hosting your email marketing application so that you get the highest resources and performance. All right. So I'm just trying my best to make sure I cover all the intricacies to this course, so that this course will be holistic. You're going to get everything out of this course. No part of this course is going to be left untouched. So in the next video, we're going to see how to set up mailways on our VPS server when we are not using a control panel, or we are not using Cyberpanel or cPanel or any type of control panel at all. We're going to be seeing all this in the next video. So then we're going to see.